so everyone knows, I also use Traders Audio. So I have a live feed from the pit in Chicago. And because I want to know when the Goldman Sachs or, you know, big guys are pounding it or buying it. I want to know. And if they do, I just jump on the train. You know, and there's one local guy in Chicago that typically moves the market about 7 points. When he starts, in the longest he's ever been is short 20. Large contracts, which is 65 E minis. You know, when he really starts jumping up and down, he'll move the market 7 points. So when he starts jumping up, thousands. Big ones, the big ones. We're not talking the SP, the SPOOs. Yeah, he's trading the big ones. And when he starts jumping up and down, because the guy calls him out, you know, and his nickname, his name is number one. Yeah, because he's the biggest local trader. It is because number one's, you know, he's pounding the bid. I start selling. Go right with him.
Because you know you got 7 points coming.
Well, I try and take 4. I'll take 4.
What's your target, Dale?
Huh?
Or don't you have a target?
Don't have a target. Because I go in pieces. First piece is off in 4 ticks, second piece is off in 8 ticks, and the third one runs.
The people you manage, they have to be a minimum thanks well?
Yes. Yes.
Rob, are you accumulating gold in here at all? Or
I sold my gold on Friday. Well, I should say this. I sold my gold on Thursday, and I was short gold on Friday. Thank you very much. And I was sweating on Thursday. I was sweating.
Gold. I'm short gold right now.
I was sweating because you know, it's run so hard. I just figured we'd do for retracement. Long term, I'm going to get long gold again.
You use GLD?
GDX.
GDX?
Yeah. There's more premium in that.
Is there?
That's the gold miners.
Okay.
Yeah, there's more premium in that chain. I'm always looking for premium in option chains, and that's why I picked
But does that thing move like lockstep with gold?
Absolutely.
Really?
Follow it. Just do a comparison chart.
I will.
It's very nice.
Isn't it, I think, is it GDL or GDX that said it's the 6th largest holder of gold in the world now, or is it GDL?
Paulson is in GDX now. The guy who made the billions on being short subprime mortgages.
He's long.
He's one of the longest holders of GDX right now. And when that news came out, it ran from like 38 to 45 in a hurry. And that's when I decided that's just too much too fast, and I sold it. And I was short calls, and I left them on, so I was naked calls. But I don't recommend that to anybody. I mean, you need to be there all day long.
Yeah, there's a little risk in that.
Yeah, there's slight risk.
What's your thinking on the dollar and long-term rates?
Hyperinflation. I think a Big Mac's going to cost $10. And I'm serious.
Talking to 5 years. And
no.
What's your time?
2 years within
2010.
As the economy recovers, then you.
Yeah. Yes, and it's. I tell you what. Personally, I've moved some money to Australian dollars. Personally, they're, you know, a lot of people I've talked to said, well, you know, why not Canadian dollars? They're our biggest trading partner. It's not that I don't like Canada or anything. I know some of you guys are Canadian.
So
I want something isolated from the U.S. Now, probably one of the biggest reasons that, and I don't know if you guys do a lot of reading, China has bought 100% of Australia's natural resources for the next 5 years. I like those odds.
Yep.
I like those odds.
And they're stockpiling.
And they're stockpiling everything. So I want something. So personally, I think New Zealand, Australia, that part of the world, they're not running deficits like we're running. I think they're going to be okay.
They're just sissies. They haven't got the guts for it.
No, yeah. Based on commodities. And I think commodity prices are going to skyrocket.
Their whole lifestyle's different.
They're like, absolutely.
People, a friend of ours was a VP of engineering at GM, and they came back from there, and the budget said, hey, this is different, man. They're not all about being better than everybody else.
Right.
I think our lifestyle's about to change here, too.
Yeah. Yes, it is. In a not so good way. I'm going to put his trade in real quick. So while you guys keep asking questions.
Just a silly question. Are you looking at short-term rates or long-term rates closer to kind of help your thinking, or
Short-term rates of what?
3-month treasuries versus 10-year?
I don't follow treasuries very closely.
when they're buying back their own, that's a bad sign too.
Right.
Takes you about 2 hours.
So it's like an indicator for you to, when you want to start accumulating oil again, given that you just set off, commodities got to go up in the long run. You just look at oil itself, or do you look at other things to kind of see the up and flow, or how do you see all this?
I follow volume
Volume of the
because
actual-
price doesn't mean a whole lot to me. When I see volume, big institutional players can mask price and everything. They cannot mask their volume. It's 1-for-1. So I really follow volume. When you see unbalanced volume really picking up, pay attention.
How much time do you put on the unbalanced volume if you're looking at like
Daily.
a
Looking
daily
at a daily
unbalanced
chart,
volume?
Yes. Yep.
Thank you.
Those Haley diagonals.
Your position looks okay to me.
What do I do for adjustment? The left side is not all. I should have adjusted it long ago. Is that what?
Well, let's do this. You put this on for a credit?
A little bit, but almost zero.
Yeah. That call side's hurting, isn't it?
I'm sorry.
That call side is hurting.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's pinching. What you could do?
Shouldn't it be under that 10? I mean, isn't that the right direction?
Well, yeah, you're in the right direction. It's just I probably would have rolled your call side. I would have rolled your puts up sooner because you have good theta, and you own the 940. It's right on top of your call right now. But the problem is your shorts are at 955, so you might want to buy a 955, sell a 70, 75, and buy 1,000 or something, just to roll your calls up.
Should we do it using the put side? Should I be rolling that up?
That, or you might just want to exit. They're so far away; they're worthless. It's 5 cents. Now, one thing that you could do is sell your 845 and buy one 825 and stay, make it the 825, 785. It's not for the faint of heart. And you got to have money in your account to cover that margin that it's going to cost.
I had a similar trade. I know I'm going to get chastised here, but I'm doing these in spiders. Just
Which
because
is
of,
fine.
just
Which is fine.
because of the size, I
You
can't
Chastain
swing
here?
that big.
Uh-huh.
And I'm doing just small lots. But I've got one that curve looks close to that right now. But
Yep.
what I did, instead of, because I half expect this thing to break out, just because nobody thinks it's going to, just long enough to get everybody on the wrong side.
Right.
We-
Just
I
the
think
short.
it might run to like 960 to 980.
It might hit
And
1,000.
that's right where I was
Short.
going. It's like 960, 980.
It wouldn't surprise me to see it hit a.
So what I did is I pulled down my risk on the top side when
Mhm.
we were down one
Yep.
day.
Yep.
I closed the top side risk so that the risk of letting it run to expiration was going to be less,
Uh-huh.
and I'm letting that one run.
Uh-huh.
I'm hoping it does break out. If it doesn't, I've got some calendars and stuff on the bottom to help it out. But
Yeah.
I really do like this strategy,
Well, it's a
and
good strategy.
I may pound some questions at you now that I know
It's all
you
right.
don't care.
It's all right.